5 at 4. Let's look at the store. And boy, yeah, this is kind of a way of looking what they're doing here with the Ikarus stores. My goodness, I'll give them 1,400 cores for error. But after the Ikarus event, and for me personally, I'm just buying a lot of the teal out of the Ikarus store to kind of make sure, you know what I mean? I got my Ikarus up to the next star level, and so I don't need the shards anymore. So but everybody's different. Speaking of everybody's different, I want to read this post, and I want to just acknowledge that even though I agree with this post, it applies to me, but I think everybody's in a different place in the game. A slightly more positive note, characters this patch are finally introduced a nice change of pace from the insanely powerful characters releases we've been getting for a while now. And then it goes on and talks about how all of these characters recently, Secret Avengers and New Warriors, Eternals, Infinity Watch, Heroes for Hire, and Weapon X are like so strong. And then it says Web Warriors definitely seems an amazing raid team worth building. I'm going to build them. But anyone still in Doom 1 or Doom 2 with built-up syndrome should get by just fine. That's also true. That being said, this is probably the team patch I'm most looking forward to, mostly because of Ghost Spider and the symbiotes have gotten insanely boring for me. I'm in the same exact place. Star-Lord T'Challa and the Ravager reworks. Interesting team. Love the new Energy Steel mechanic that they're introducing, but they're a war offense team. By all means, they seem to be a powerful one, but not a direct counter to any specific problematic war defense team. Now, there's not really that many problematic teams right now, like Weapon X versus Heroes for Hire. Great to have, but not required. So, even though this is true, what I'm thinking I'm going to do is I'm going to get Star-Lord, and I think Star-Lord might be arena viable. We'll see. I'm definitely going to get him to 5 yellow, and then I might take my time. Same thing on these. I want to get my Web Warriors to 5 yellow. If I whatever it takes to get my characters to 5 yellow, the new Web Warriors, the Star-Lord, and the Magic. But then after I have them at 5 yellow, as far as gearing them, I might take my time. So that's different than skipping them, right? I mean, I'm just talking about going at my own pace, right? Magic and Uncanny reworks, same as above. They likely remain a war team, just modernized a bit so that we can get bigger punch-ups or have a wider range of teams they can comfortably beat. Also, most people have Uncanny X-Men already built up, so this would only demand building up Magic. Now, if you don't have Phoenix, that's something different, right? I do have Phoenix. I have Phoenix built up. I have Colossus built up. I have Cyclops built up. I have Storm built up. So this is not a high investment for me, just working on Magic. But again, I'm going to get her to 5 yellow. And someone asked me, what kind of red stars you're trying to pull? Well, I'm only trying to get 4 red on her. I'm kind of cruise on these guys. And when they're up and running, they're up and running. So I don't feel like Eternals, man. I had to rush to get my Eternals up and running, right? I don't feel like these teams merit the same level of intensity and importance as, let's say, the Eternals. That's all I'm trying to say. But then again, everybody's in a different place in the game, and that's fine. Big shout out. Oh, big shout out right here. I got to give shout outs. Big shout out to Danimal for this. What jerks? And then a big shout out to Big Spartan. Skill military versus Ravagers and War. Boy, that would be an interesting match. They keep stealing and copying abilities from each other, going back and forth. And then lastly, got to give a big shout out to Itchus, who says, players preparing for Dark Dimension 5, that's me, and building raid teams. Yeah, Scopely comes along and says, how about these 5 new characters, huh? Yeah, it's a big distraction. Now, we're going to talk about a lot of different things in here. But before we get into offer review, I want to talk about this offer right here. I've never recommended this offer, but I've been playing in Doom 2.3, and one of my alliance mates messaged me and said, hey man, I actually think this is not a bad deal if you're really struggling in raids. And let me just go over it. This right here, 800 right here, that's worth about $4, right? And then right here, this is basically the same as power cores, but only can use for character heals, right? So that's worth 250 cores. That's right there. If you're going to refresh a node twice in a day, that costs 50 cores, but then it gets more expensive as you go down. It goes 50, 50, 100, 100, so on and so on. If you do them all in the same day. but that is at least worth 250 cores. So this right here is worth about 500 cores right there. And then this has some value, but not a lot. I just wanted to point out that if you're really struggling in raids, or if you're in Doom 2.3 and having to spend cores and refresh characters, this offer might be worth considering. I'm just saying. In some ways, it makes a little bit of sense. But let's get on to the main offer review. Big shout out to my alliance mate. I don't know how to say your name. Energy. I don't know how to say your name. Unenugy. I don't know how to say your name. Too many vowels in there for me to understand it. Largely, the Sharon Carter Strike Pass just went live, which is strange because Sharon Carter is a raid character. And so I don't know. And it has the snow globe orbs, even though I like calling them the snow globes. But there's a lot of characters in the snow globe orbs that look pretty interesting. I saw like at least 5 or 6 characters in there that were high demand characters that I have interest in. Only gives 3 though, 80% of the time, which is kind of bad. This is a trash offer. We're going to skip through a lot of this. This I value about $7. Not going to be buying this. I do like this right here. This has about a value of $7. So I do think this is worth buying or considering at least. 910 energy for $10 US. Comes over 7 days. So it doesn't come in all right away. If you're struggling with green ISOs, this is probably one of the more regular, consistent, efficient ways of getting it if you want to spend money. Is my opinion. Silver promotion credits. Nothing special about this. This is always here. This is a calendar also. 10 silver promotion credits over 7 days. They have sold 50 of these for $3 in the past. I just want to point that out. I think that's trash. Again, if you're looking for green energy, I feel like this is the best way to go on the normal offers. Better than this, and then way better than these orbs. I don't like these orbs. Anytime I see these green ISO orbs, I'm going to call them trash. 1, 2, 3, trash! It's trash. I think that's trash also. Okay, we just talked about that. There are certain situations where this actually makes some sense. So just keep that in mind. If you value these right here, then the math does add up to $10, and then you get some bonus stuff. But basically all of those 3 items right there would add up to $10 under certain circumstances if you're struggling in raids, for sure. Let's move on. Orb draft. Yeah. Red Star Orb I value at $1.50. Premium Orb I value at $1. Training Orb I value $1.50. 14 basic orbs I value those at 90 cents. So I'm going to pick this up, and I'm actually hoping for the Red Star Orb. Mostly, I'm using Amazon coins. Link to that is in the description. Helps me save up to 20% on my in-app purchases on Android devices from Marvel Strike Force. Link to that is in the description. I hope I get a Red Star. I've been trying to get close. I've been pretty close. I'm about 250 away. 250 away. Now I got training materials. I'll take it. It's not terrible. Special Orb draft. Gold Orb I value at $2, and that's the reason why I don't buy it. If they had 2 gold orbs, I would consider this offer. Training orbs are value at $1.50 a piece. Premium orbs $1 a piece. So there you go. That's the reason why I don't buy it, is I don't want to buy a gold orb for $3. That's just straight garbage. Not a good deal at all. None of this stuff right here has high value in my opinion. Let's see. Which is to be expected that we don't have a lot of good offers right before patch day. Let's toggle over to the free-to-play account and see what we got going on over there. Patch day is tomorrow. Patch should go down. The game should go down at 11 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. I'll be on Twitch, so come hang out with us and we'll see all the bugs and all of that good stuff. Right here, we've got 150 character shards for 30 times 5 for $35. So if you just unlocked Invisible Woman, this will give you a war defense team. Those 4 right there with Invisible Woman. A war offense team. Invisible Woman plus these 4. So defense, offense, $35 for 150 character shards times 5 in my book is a good Marvel Strike Force value. Do it if you do whatever you got to do. I think that's a great deal. Let's scroll through all of these and see if there's anything else worth talking about. We're going to wrap up offer review. It'll be a short offer review for today. I just don't see a lot of things here worth talking about. All of this stuff is garbage. Everything's trash, and this happens right before patch every single time. And then tomorrow we'll have a bunch of new offers, a bunch of new bugs, a bunch of new problems. It is what it is. Let me know what you think in the comment section. And as always, thanks for watching. Keep on gaming.